I'm back with a little authenticity update. I just want to bring more clarity in how my life actually looks. Because, of course, I was on a retreat again and we had an amazing time in nature with a lot of transformation, a lot of healing, a lot of joy, but also a lot of sadness and a lot of grief and a lot of anger and a lot of realizations. And yes, well, just want to bring some or shine some light on my life at the moment and just share a little bit from my heart what's going on in my life. So, yeah, I have a new partner, and already in the beginning of last week we had quite some intense processes going on because, I think a lot of you may know, like in a relationship there are triggers, and usually relationships bring up stuff from our childhood, and these triggers are usually pressing buttons that hurt the most in us. So it was a lot about my inner child not feeling seen, not feeling accepted, not feeling loved, feeling left alone, super confused, super overwhelmed, and just in general not seeing me as I am here, as other people see me, maybe just seeing myself really, really small and really worthless and not able to cope with anything. So this was already kind of my start of last week, where I got triggered from that, and then this rebirthing retreat started. In a way, I was thinking, maybe that was kind of my spiritual ego, that I was thinking, okay, like, you're already so advanced on your journey, you already know everything, what can come on this retreat? Yeah, well, a little bit naive to think like that, because in the end this retreat was so emotional and so fucking intense for me. I was crying so much. I have never cried so much in a few days. I was so vulnerable. I was so bringing up stuff that is so deep and that I was just hiding somewhere and suppressing a lot. Suppressing also a lot with the topic of like addiction, what I have already been talking about in the past few posts. So I've been addicted for like 6 years, and now 1 month ago, when I came to Latvia, I finally managed to say like, okay, it's over now. I'm not gonna fall back into smoking cannabis to suppress my feelings and to give myself a good feeling about myself, or to just calm my mind. I mean, it's a lot of aspects that made me abuse cannabis. One was, of course, my feelings and my emotions that were just too heavy, and on the other side, it's also like my mind is always like monkey mind, always going crazy, always wanting to do something, solve problems, achieve something. So I actually used it also to just turn my mind off and to actually be able to just sit and watch Netflix, or to chill, or to read a book. I mean, at some point I was using it always. Also in my India travels, I really not abused it, I enjoyed it as well. I mean, it's not only one-sided, everything has two sides. But anyway, what I wanted to share is that, I was on this retreat, and this retreat was beautiful. It brought up, or it got me deep into my childhood trauma, into my relationship with my father, into feeling left alone, feeling not seen, and I'm repeating myself, but anyway, this was the retreat. And I thought, I didn't expect it to go that deep, because I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna teach yoga there. But of course, as my partner also was a participant in the retreat, and we did this water rebirthing sessions together, I was also confronted, and also through the triggers in the relationship again, I was confronted with so much depth and so much, just inner child wounds and childhood traumas that were coming up. Not specific ones, but it was more like this general seeing myself and seeing how my mind is always looking for safety, and from the outside always kind of running away or kind of trying to create safety through the mind, through finding harmony in the outside. Well, I'm just free flowing here. I have no clue what I'm talking about, but I really feel like sharing and just giving some more depth to this superficial Instagram world, and also to make myself more authentic and to show a little bit more who I am. Well, and then to go a little bit more into my current life situation, I came back from the retreat yesterday evening, had a good evening, had a little cacao ceremony with Lauma at the river, and then I came home, and then I wanted to go to sleep. And then it came all together, all at the same time, and my mind was just completely going in panic mode, and I was just feeling so horrible. I was just overwhelmed with everything. There's so much happening in my life right now, which is on the one side beautiful because it's a lot of transformation, and I'm kind of switching from my old life and my old self to my new self. And this process, my mind is just kind of a little bit chaotic at the moment, because of course in this process I don't have much stability. I just have the stability that I can give myself from the inside. I can give myself the love and the stability from within, but in the outside in my life there's not much stability at the moment. 1 month ago I came to Latvia, and well, when I came back from India 1.5 months ago, my parents were saying like, yeah, well, you might, now it's time to get a job again, because I spent my whole budget, all my savings in India while traveling. And now I'm at 0. I more or less, I think I'm more like 1,000 euro in minus, and I already borrowed some money. But I asked my heart, what is the way that you should go? And obviously it was not the same, not to go back into my old life and to get an office job in the software industry. That was what my parents suggested. They were like, yeah, just get a job. I mean, yeah, I see it's logical, like just get financial safety and that's it. But for me, 2 years ago, I already made the decision that for me it's not about financial stability. It's about how I want to spend my life, how I want to spend my time, and I don't want to exchange money against freedom. And freedom for me means time freedom, and to spend time healing, spend time enjoying life. And now I struggle, of course, because I'm living on the couch of my friend. I don't have a stable income. At the moment I don't have an income at all, really. And I'm starting to do yoga sessions here on the raft. Also organizing yoga events, but at the moment I'm just new in this country. I don't speak the language, and that is of course quite hard to find people, and I have to first kind of build a foundation here. So this process is intense. And yeah, then I'm also starting to work for Anna, this beautiful Kundalini activation facilitator that I met in India, and I'm kind of starting to work with her together as her assistant and helping her in the whole online business industry and helping with different aspects of her business. But at the moment the deal was kind of to just help her and to see how things work out, and for that I can be a participant in her online Kundalini awakening program, The Rise of the Serpent, which is also beautiful, and she's a good facilitator and she's teaching amazingly. I can really recommend for everybody who's interested in this to check that out. But this is also another thing that I'm doing at the moment. So there's a lot of things happening in my life and I don't have much stability. Then I'm also here with Arnold and I'm helping him how as good as I can with making his self-employment, his dream come true, with making this raft like a community space to just live from. So to host events here, and which is starting to work out really nice. There are like a lot of beautiful events here. And I'm also doing an event here on Wednesday, cacao ceremony with Lauma, and then a yoga session. And yeah, maybe next or the weekend after I will do another daily day yoga event. But yeah, all of this at the same time, like kind of overcoming my addiction, becoming more aware of my people pleasing, and yeah, then I have to find time for my self-care as well. I want to share my whole process on Instagram and also provide content here on Instagram, just because I have this big need to just share and to show up for myself and to help other people, and to give awareness to this whole topic of energy, consciousness, healing, yoga, self-love. Yeah. And then next month we're also organizing another retreat, which takes a lot of energy now at the moment, to organize webpage, organize Instagram content marketing. I did some plant medicine in the last month, which was also shaking a lot of things up, where I really went quite deep. And then the little thing that brought me last night to the explosion, I was really I couldn't sleep for hours, and I was just laying there trying to calm myself down. My heart was beating so fast and my thoughts were racing. It just felt horrible, and I felt like there's no escape. What if I created here for myself? This is I didn't see a way out, because it was just so much stuff, and everything had its reason to be there, everywhere. So now today I'm okay, what can I drop, and where do I have to put the focus and set the priorities? So yeah, my mom is gonna come to visit me here in Latvia in 1.5 weeks, and I'm living at my friend's place. So I was okay, what did I think when I invited her? Where's she gonna sleep? I mean, we were thinking, yeah, of course, there's a lot of nature here, and probably we will just we have a tent here, so she can sleep in a tent, and we will have an amazing time here. But this little thing where I was this was just making me completely explode. And yeah, then I couldn't fall asleep, and woke up this morning super late and already feeling bad about myself, because there was still so much things to do. But yeah, anyway, I think I kind of shared everything that was really necessary. And yeah, if you really watched this video until here, then thank you so much for seeing me, for hearing me, for being interested in my life. And yeah, if you are still watching, then you might also be interested in my asana and philosophy classes, because this is my biggest passion, and this is why I'm here. I also have some other bigger visions that are still also here in my mind and that want to come into reality, but I just have to be telling myself lanam lanam. This is my affirmation since I'm here in India, in Latvia, which means slowly. I have to be patient. Everything has its right time, and everything will come at the right time. So I'm drifting off the topic, but to come back to the topic, my yoga philosophy classes, my asana classes, which are my big passion, to share yoga with the Western world, because I see that there's a big knowledge gap and the big gap of people that are there's so much more potential I just see in us as humans and as souls, if we start to apply the science and the art of yoga to our lives. So yeah, I'm looking forward to go into depth with you and the yoga topic. And yeah, for the people from Latvia, I will do these events here on the raft. But for people from Germany, if you're watching this, first of all, please drop a comment if you're still watching and let me know. I would be really happy to see who actually watched until the end. But yeah, if you're interested in also these philosophy classes or these asana classes online, then please let me know, because I would love to share my experience and all of the wisdom that I gained in the last years with you. Yeah, I think that's it. Have a beautiful day, and always connect to your heart and act from the heart. Choose love over fear.